with my senior cat, Gimme. He's about to be 16 next month. So I was having I have questions. How do I introduce these two new kittens to this old cat? Now, I got the kittens for him, but I've never done this before, so I've tried all different kinds of things, and I realize it's only been 10 days, but like I brought one out at a time and, kind of tried to walk the kitten to him, and, he's hissing and making noises like I've never heard before. So I'm just wondering if anybody could help me out. Anybody who has cats, maybe has been through this before, could give me some ideas of what to do, because I don't know what to do. I'm not trying to rush it, like right now the bathroom is open and my bedroom is open for them so that they can go in both, because their cat tree thing or whatever's in there. Plus I have the window cracked and there's a lot of birds out there and they like looking out the window. So what I did today was I decided to put them in like a little crate carrier, that you would take them to the vet in. So I decided to do that, and I brought them in, just set them in the hallway, in the crate. And he says things and hisses and makes sounds I've never heard before. The thing about him is he was from back in the daytime when cats were declawed. So he is declawed in the front. I guess I just want to know if anybody has any suggestions on how I can do this. And so, after a few minutes, the kittens were just inside the little crate acting like, why don't you like us? Why won't you play with us? You know what I mean? So, he just kept talking away and hissing away. He wasn't like attacking the crate or anything. He just stood in one place or sat in one place and just didn't even move. But, so that didn't work so great. So I put the kittens back into my bedroom and I thought I had put stuff in front of the door. I have so many things in front of my bedroom door right now, right? So anyway, so I come back in the living room, and I talk to him. I'm like, all right, dude, we got to figure this crap out, man. I adopted these kittens for you so that you're not so lonely and bored anymore. You know what I mean? This was for him. So we're sitting here, right? And all of a sudden, I'm watching television and I can see out the corner of my eye, one of the kittens must have got out of all the crap I've got up at the door, which is kind of crazy, but I see it coming, right? It was a Lennox, the darker one, the dark black one. And he's just coming down the hall. And then my boy Gimme is just sitting there. And they're just like, Gimme just like looking at him, and I'm thinking, okay, what's going to happen? Right? But, hello. And I thought, what's going to happen, Nothing happened. But I just got up and I picked the kitten up, So I wonder if it would be better for the kittens to just be let out the door. Like, am I making too big of an issue by putting them in a crate? Like, I don't know. I'm just trying different ways to introduce them. He's been alone for 3 years. So if anybody out there can help me with this, if anybody who has cats that introduced new kittens to an old fart like him. Hey, Justin. Hi. Well, that's good. You're my biggest fan? That's great. Can you help me out then? If you're my biggest fan? And so give me some suggestions, man, because, I want this to happen for him. I had to put his sister down 3 years ago, right? So he's just been lonely and, oh my God, he's driving me crazy, right? So 10 days ago, I adopted them 2 precious little boys, and I was like, man, he could have some brothers, he could have some fun, you know what I mean? So they're down the hall in my bedroom right now, but your cat's on your back. That's a trip, man, when they climb up your back and crap. See, I'm not used to that. My 2 cats, only 2 cats I ever had in my whole life, because I'm a dog person, were declawed. So these kittens, when they climb up my leg and shit and they get on my back, I freak out. I'm not used to this. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, holy crap. What is happening here? You know, it comes out of nowhere. Anyway, oh, he's sleeping. No, my boy, yeah, you think he's sleeping. He's just laying there. He ain't sleeping. This cat talks a lot too, remember? Remember the first, he stopped eating when I got the kittens. That was the first thing that happened. He stopped eating and drinking. Isn't that crazy? You have 3 cats and 2 kids? Wow. Wow. Yeah, they were feral cats. They were born in my yard, and I called animal control, and they came and got them and did all the stuff they had to do with them, and I adopted them. So they were my first cats ever in my life. I was a person who only had pit bulls. I loved pit bulls. That was my breed of choice of animals. But anyway, so just need some help. I just wonder if anybody could give me any suggestions on how to meet, what's a good way to meet. And I know it sucks about, let me see. Let me try this. Yeah, so much better. I know, man. I'm sorry. What happened is my camera on the other side is kind of cracked. Look how different he looks now. Look at that. That's his real color. I have another phone. I guess I could take the SIM card out of this one and put it in another one. It was my dad's, and he's passed away. He died of COVID, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, he's just chilling out right now, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just hoping people have some things they can suggest for me, because I don't want, you have 30 days, right? This is my crocheting, remember? I crochet too. I'm making a granny square big old blanket. Anyway, you got 30 days, you can return the kittens, but I don't want to have to do that, is the thing. I want to figure this out. So if anybody can give me any suggestions on what to do. See, he ain't sleeping. He hears me talking about him. He knows we're talking about him. Look, gimme. Listen here, old man. I did this for you, bro. And you know I did, right? Yeah. Remember our Gabby Gab Tooth we used to do? What happened to you? Where did you go? Oh, see, back to the blurred. That sucks, don't it? Hear him talking? What's up, Gabby? What's up, Gabby? I do think that he, looks for him, though. Like, right now, I feel like he's looking for him, down the hall. I'm trying to lay down on the ground so you can see them. They're kind of way back in there somewhere, way back there. They're in that room on this side. Then I have my bedroom. That's my bedroom. Then I have an art room and a computer room. But, he might be smelling to see if they're back there. I don't know. I think I just feel like he's going to regret it. You know what I mean? These cats, look, he is down there sniffing. Look at this. He is. Honey, they're your brothers. Honey, they're cats just like you. You used to be them. Bro, you used to be them. Remember? You were them. You were feral. Remember? You were them. Mommy got you at, what, 3 months old, too. You remember? It's been raining. You want to go out in the wet, yucky rain? Let's see what he does. Don't worry, everybody. He doesn't get out of the yard. I have a big yard, and I've trained him. He likes fresh air. What can I say? He was a feral cat. I know people ain't going to like it, but people are going to say shit, but anyway, it is what it is. Man, the sky's getting awful black. What in the hell is happening? Look at that. That almost looks like tornado weather. Are we going somewhere with a rainbow, man? Well, he's just getting some air right now, everybody, so, Let's see who's still here talking. Anybody? Cat box? What do you mean? Cat box. I've got all kinds of stuff. I brought them in a crate. I brought them in one by one. Now, I don't set them down on the ground, though, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to scare the babies either. I'm trying to do this slow and gently, and, I'm not trying to rush it. But, I just feel like he's just missing out. He don't realize what he's missing out on, right? Think about it, right? So what you mean, a cat box? What you mean, like, and I don't know, man. I don't know what to do. I just hope to God this works. You know what I mean? I want it to work, so that's why I came on here and I thought I'd ask somebody that, other people that maybe have done it, you know. I'm sure there's a shit ton. You lost your dogs? Yeah, I don't have dogs anymore, man. I miss dogs. My dog, I don't think I haven't had her for 3 years. Her name was Kimber. You might see her on some of my videos or pictures or something. But yeah, I didn't plan, to get any more animals. After him, I think I was ready to just be done with animals, And I mean, I love animals, but then he got depressed and depressed and depressed and depressed. So anyway, the first thing he did, I'll get back to that real quick, and then the first thing he did was he stopped eating and drinking. Can you picture that? Eating and drinking. And this is a cat that is like loves soft cat food throughout the day. Just, a couple spoonfuls here and there, you know what I mean? But I don't know, man. So what should I do? What do I do? What do I do? Help me, help me, help me. What do I do? Can you help me? Can somebody please help me? Well, he finally ate on almost day 5. He went that long. I started actually force feeding him water with a syringe because, the food, okay, man, you could probably live a couple weeks without food, but water, you can't go more than a couple days without, I'm like, look, dude, you ain't doing this to me, bro. That's what I'm saying. So I force fed him water and he hated it. And I was like, well, I wouldn't have to do this if you go inside. I mean, if you just go in there and drink your own damn water, you know what I mean? So, yeah, almost day 5, man, finally. I was worried about him, man. It's like he was trying to kill himself, you know what I mean? Is that, I don't know, I'm just like, why are you doing this to yourself? Well, I guess I'll let everybody go, man. I guess nobody has any suggestions, but I appreciate everybody coming on, and let's see. We got some time tomorrow? Okay. All right. I'll get back on tomorrow, see if anybody has any suggestions. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll do this tomorrow. No problem. It's Saturday. It's kind of still early for me. When you got kittens, you're kind of like newborn babies. So, no problem, everybody. You have a great Saturday, and think about things that you can help me out with.